guys, welcome back. Hope your day is wow, already stumbling over my words. Awesome. Anyway, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a pretty awesome day. I don't know about where everyone else lives, what the weather's like, but it's been like raining and very cloudy and sort of like misty outside all day today here. So perfect horror movie watching day. So I'm just saying, have yet to actually get to a movie. Whatever. I'll probably watch one after I do this video. I don't know. Anyway, what am I doing today? So, I'm kind of doing, what am I doing? Lost my train of thought. Okay, so what am I doing today is, I was actually thinking of doing a movie review of a non-horror movie because the movie that I was going to do today, I've had a song from this movie stuck in my head literally all day today, and I was going to kind of like talk about how much I love the movie and how I had introduced my oldest niece to it like when she was a little kid, and then I kind of started thinking I may as well throw in a few extra movies in here. Just a quick little discussion of each one about a few movies that my niece was introduced to, slash, also really loves herself because I actually kind of introduced her to these movies and a genre of movie as well. So there's like two non-horror movies and then one horror movie, kind of her introduction of to horror. So, and the reason why I'm doing this today, why I was kind of like thinking about this is because she's actually, it's actually her birthday today. So, my oldest niece is 22, which I'm like, wow, I have a 22-year-old niece, which is like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that I have a niece that for the last year has been the legal drinking age, so I'm like, crazy. Time flies, dude. These kids grow up fast. But I'm proud of her. And don't worry, this is not like her birthday present or anything. I'm not a shitty aunt like that or anything. But yeah, kiddo, this is for you. I don't even know if she watches my videos, whatever. I should talk a bunch of smack about her and just see if she watches it. I wouldn't do that because I like her. I mean, I don't have favorites or anything of my nieces or nephew. Totally don't do that. My oldest is my favorite. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, on to the movies. So the first one, which is actually the one that the song is from, that has been stuck in my head all day. I have two copies. I've got the DVD and the Blu-ray, which I picked up Blu-ray like a year ago. And that movie is The Labyrinth, with Jennifer Connelly and the late, great David Bowie. Now gosh, I showed this to my niece, like, when she was, like, really young. I'll kind of show off the little booklet one here. Very nice. So yeah, I think I've showed this one off before when I purchased it, but not that well. So this one, like I said, I showed her when she was, like, God, she's, like, a little kid when she was like maybe 6 or 7 or something. She fell in love with this movie, and for I think like her 10th birthday, so like 12 years ago, I actually bought her own DVD copy of this. I'm hoping she still has this. I think she still has this movie. I think it's at her mom's house because she's down in school right now. She like I remember when she opened this up. Actually, her DVD, I should say. She literally was like, it was the last present she opened that year, and she was so, like, it made her birthday. I mean, like, her friends that she had at her party, the, like, I don't know, like, 4 or 5 girls that she had there, you know, she opened up and she's like, oh my god, and her friends were like, what, we've never heard of this movie, and she was just so like, okay, so this is what this movie is about, like, oh my god, so this girl, like, she wishes her brother to the Goblin King, and now she's gotta go into this labyrinth and get it, and she was just so, like, so thrilled about this movie. I think she still really enjoys this movie. You know, I hope she does. But yeah, you know, like, that's just cool to me, like I said. and I feel like anyone can really get into this movie. Obviously, it's not a horror movie, but I feel like it satisfies that kind of like fantasy element for us horror fans. Really good. Plus, hello, David Bowie wearing those gray pants that show off his junk. Weird. And just so you guys know, like when I first saw this, I was in fourth grade, so like the year that Miranda was actually born. Um, yes, I became an aunt when I was in fourth grade. Crazy, right? Right. But keep in mind, my sister's like 8 or 9 years older than me, so she wasn't like 12. That'd be weird. Just so you guys know, if you guys are trying to like figure it out, my sister had her daughter. So yeah, so like the same year that Miranda was born, I'd seen this for the first time actually on TV or something. I love this movie. Still one of my favorites. Although I have to admit, I have not watched this since David Bowie's passing, and I know it's been just over a year. One of these days I will rewatch it because that is a very long time not to watch that movie. Anyway, hang on, guys. So next one, another one of those like non-horror movies, but definitely inspired by like Frankenstein and everything, Frankenstein's monster and everything. In this one, she was young as well when I showed her this movie. Definitely not like age appropriate of when I showed this to her. I think she was like 8 or 9, I think, so very young. But she's all right. She's turned out all right. And once again, this is one of those movies that I have both on DVD and Blu-ray. And one of my all-time favorites, starring one of my favorite actors of all time, and that is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So especially with this one, I wanted to show both covers because it's kind of like a cover that most people know about. Normally, it's just like the lips that they have in like the title, but whatever. A little extra Tim Curry never hurts. And then yeah, this is the Blu-ray obviously, and this is another just like the Labyrinth one. Booklet and everything. Very nice, very nice. Like I said, I showed this to her when she was really young. I showed a lot of stuff to her when she was really young that kind of like, I guess sort of help shape her taste a little bit. But yeah, I know she just loves this movie, and actually, I ended up getting her own copy of this movie, her senior year of high school, so like 4 years ago. And she was so happy. I actually have a picture, I think on Facebook or something, of her just literally like one day after school, and she's just like, she was like laying in my bed, she's like, oh my god. She was literally hugging it. She was not letting that thing go. But yeah, I love this movie. Anyone who hasn't seen this movie needs to see this movie. Plus two, like I was one of those kids in school. I wasn't into like the whole like the Grease movie or anything. I was always like, ugh. But yeah, and once again, I actually saw this when I was in fourth grade as well. And when I saw it, I was just like, oh my god, I messed up movie, but whatever. Some people are like, if it doesn't make sense, it makes perfect sense. Weirdos. But yeah, check this movie out. You need to. Good songs, great cast. Tim Curry, obviously, Susan Sarandon, Bree Bostwick, Meatloaf, Richard O'Brien, Little Nell. Just a great cast. Love the cast. Check it out. Do the Time Warp. Don't check out the crappy remake though. That just despair yourself. So yeah. This is another one that I introduced her to, and like I said, she loves this movie. Okay. So then, last one. Sorry, I keep like bending over. I'm trying to I just don't have enough room on my desk right now. Probably should have done this on my futon like I normally do. Whatever. So last one. Is actually another movie that I showed her when she was like I think under 10. Her first horror movie. And I think she still likes this movie. But I know she's been pretty open about her love of horror kind of started with me because, I showed her first horror movie. And she's always telling me, she's like, whenever she's hanging out with friends or something, or a boyfriend, and they're like, hey, you want to watch a movie? And she's like, can we watch a horror movie? Can we? Can we? So it always kind of like melts my heart a little bit that at least one of my nieces loves horror movies and was allowed to watch horror movies when they were kids. Just saying. In that movie, her first horror movie was Carrie, starring Sissy Spacek. So I was going to say the year, but I totally was blanking on the year. I know it was like 70 something. 76. I was going to say 76, but I felt like that was wrong. I know I've talked about this movie. I've done a movie review on this. Like I said, this was her first movie though. Her first horror movie. And like I said, it kind of helped shape her into loving horror movies. This is a good one. Like, if you guys have like younger kids and they're kind of like wanting to check out horror movies, this is a good one for like younger kids. A little scary, but I feel like, they're not gonna be too like crazy scared by this movie. So, you knows. Sorry, I only have one copy of this. I think I ended up giving my DVD copy away a while ago. What else? Sorry, I was like trying not to burp. But yeah, like I said, I just, kind of wanted to make this little video just kind of like to show what some of the stuff that I had introduced to my oldest niece since it's her birthday today, and just kind of show like, the stuff that she loves and like, how much it makes me happy to know like just her aunt being her aunt that, some of the stuff that like I showed her or like, exposed her to. Not like a creeper, not like a flasher, just saying. That's weird. None of that in the house. But no, just to, just kind of like the impact that you can have on kids and stuff. And it just, like I said, it kind of, as an aunt, it just kind of like makes me happy, that some of the stuff that I showed her and stuff when she was a kid, she still loves today or helped her get into a genre of movie and stuff. So it's just tickles my fancy. I don't know why I keep saying stuff like tickle my fancy. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for letting me just kind of like share that and stuff and have like a little like, moment with you guys. Appreciate it. Until next time, you guys, though, as always, you guys stay creepy and classy and just a little bit sassy. Till next time, guys, you take care.